everyone, it's Nicole and I'm back with another video. So in my previous video, I reacted to my very first video on YouTube, which was a TMI tag, and that was filmed 3 years ago, and I thought it would be fun if I answered all of the same questions again, just to compare what has changed and what hasn't. So yeah, let's get into it. What are you currently wearing? Well, I am looking like a basic Visco girl, which I'm not a Visco girl. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I dress like a Visco girl sometimes. So I have on this oversized tie-dye t-shirt with like a little turtle. That's an elephant, that's not a turtle. With a little elephant patch. I actually put on this shirt to go to bed in. I was wearing something else earlier. This is literally my pajamas. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I have, and yeah. Not much to say about that. It's a good feeling. Have you ever had a terrible breakup? This is funny because my answer to this is the same as it was last video. The person I was talking about in my last video is different than the person I'm talking about in this video, but the answer is the same. No, I've never had a terrible breakup. All of my breakups have been very not bad. How old are you? I'm 17. How much do you weigh? I think I'm about like 126, 127-ish. Do you have any piercings? No, but that's funny because I was thinking about this morning because I just watched a video of a girl piercing her own ears, and I used to have my ears pierced, but I got like these things called keloids because my skin thought it was punctured and had to heal, and it produced too much scar tissue on my ear. So I don't have any piercings. I really want to get like my ears pierced, and I think a double piercing would look so cute, but I can't do that without risking getting keloids. So I don't know if I'll ever get my ears pierced again, and that's sad. Do you have any tattoos? No, and I never thought I wanted any tattoos, but recently I've been looking on Pinterest, and I don't know, the idea of having like a tiny little meaningful tattoo on like my wrist or my ankle or something is kind of appealing to me. I don't. Maybe I will in the future. I don't know. What's your favorite drink? I don't have a favorite drink. Like there's no drink that I'm like, this is overall my favorite. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. If I'm going to like a drive-thru or something for a drink, I normally go to Dunkin' Donuts, and I normally get some sort of like frozen drink, whether it's like a frozen chai latte or like a frozen mocha or like a frozen hot chocolate, something like that. Those drinks are good. What's your favorite song? I cannot answer this question for the life of me. There's so many different types of music out there, and I listen to it all. Right now, I've been listening to a lot of like ballads and like sad romance songs, like a ton of Adele, but I also listen to a ton of Billie Eilish, and I also listen to musicals, so it's very mixed. I really can't answer that question. What's your zodiac sign? I'm a Pisces. How long does it take you to shower? I'd say anywhere between 10 minutes to half an hour. What's your favorite show? Again, my shows are always changing, so I'll just answer with what I'm watching currently. So right now I'm watching the show on Hulu called Awkward. I literally watched the entire first season in one day, and that's not an exaggeration. I literally sat down, pressed play on an episode, and watched it straight through the entire season. What's your favorite bands? Honestly, I haven't really been following or listening to any bands recently, so I'll just say my favorite artist. My favorite artist at the moment is Billie Eilish. Something you really miss? There's not a thing that I miss, there's just people that I miss. So basically everyone who like lives in a different state, those are who I miss. Where do you go when you're sad? Normally I just go to my room because when I'm sad, I normally like to be alone. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? On a school morning, it takes me an hour to get ready. It depends on if I want to do like my makeup or anything that day, but I'd say roughly an hour. Have you ever been in a physical fight? No. What turns you on? A good person. Like if you're a shitty person, I'm not gonna be attracted to you. What turns you off? People who are jerks, people who have bad hygiene, quality you look for in a partner. See, in my last video, I made fun of my past self for naming like a really long list, but I'm a picky person. I feel like a bad person for having so many like things on my list, but that doesn't mean I'll only date someone if they follow these like things on my list. That just means that that's technically what I look for. I want someone who's taller than me. He doesn't have to be like super tall, but definitely like taller than me because I'm 5'7", good hygiene, a sense of humor, someone who can just be goofy and like laugh at jokes and just have a good time with. Kindness is so important, just someone who's like very sweet and thoughtful. A good communicator, because communication is very important. What's your favorite color? At the moment, I'd say maybe like a pale pink, but I also have always loved turquoise and purple and stuff like that. Loud music or soft? Both, honestly. Favorite quote? Everything happens for a reason. Favorite actor? There's no like one actor or actress that I get like super excited to see in a movie or a show or anything. So I'm not gonna answer that one. The reason you joined YouTube. I had a ton of things I wanted to talk about. Also, I just always found editing and filming to be fun and like a good hobby. So that's like the main reasons I made a channel. Do you have any fears? What are they? Bugs. What's the last thing that made you cry? The last thing that made me cry was just I missed someone a lot and I just started crying because I missed them. Meaning behind your YouTube name. Nicole Elizabeth, my first name and my middle name. Last time you said you loved someone. Yesterday night. Last book you read. I read this book for AP Psych called You're Not So Smart, and I actually really enjoyed it. Most of the time when I have summer reading, I don't actually like the book, but that was just so insightful and it just opened my eyes to a lot of things, so that was actually a really good book. Book you are currently reading? Nothing, because I had to read 4 books this summer for summer reading and I am now taking a break. Last show you watched? Awkward. Last sport you played? The last sport I played on a team was basketball. Who's the last person you talked to? My mother. Last song you sang? I was bopping out to The One That Got Away by Katy Perry driving around this afternoon. I was just having a grand old time. Favorite chat up line? I don't have a chat up line. Do you have a crush? No, I do not. The relationship between you and the last person you texted? Let's see. My last text was with my friend Maggie, and she is my friend. Favorite food? There's different things, but right now what's coming to my head is meatball subs and sushi, which are 2 very different things, but that's what's coming to my head right now. Place you want to visit? For a tropical place, I'd like to go to Hawaii, but for like a city or something, I've already been there, but I'd love to go back to New York City. What's the last time you kissed someone? A little less than a week ago. Last time you were insulted? I have no idea. I cannot remember. Favorite flavor of sweet? You know those ice cream things where it's like 2 cookies and then an ice cream in between? Those are great. I could totally go for one of those right now. What instruments do you play? I used to play piano and guitar, and I tried to teach myself a little bit of ukulele, but I don't have an instrument that I know how to play perfectly or anything. Favorite piece of jewelry? I've sort of been messing around with like stacking bracelets, and I don't know, I find that pretty fun right now, so maybe that. Last time you hung out with anyone? My friend Gray and I hung out today. Who should answer these questions next? I'm gonna answer this the same way I answered it the last time I made this video. You guys! Yeah, so that was my updated TMI tag. I hope you guys feel so just enlightened with my wisdom of life and knowledge of me as a person. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some of those answers are the same, some of them changed. I don't really know, man. I hope you enjoyed this video though. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!